of MC React. My name is Desmond, and if you are new to the channel, make sure you like this video, subscribe, yes, because it does help a lot. Now on this episode, we are going to have Dante's Hell. Yeah, I know, it's alright, yeah. So I know that the title sounds whatever you are saying, yeah, but we got to know what's going on, yeah. So let's go.
Pan 5.
Nel mezzo del cammin di nostra vita mi ritrovai per una selva oscura che la diritta via era smarrita. Siamo nel 1300, Dante ha 35 anni. La strada gli viene chiusa da queste tre belve feroci: la lonza, il leone, la lupa.
At that point, Dante realizes that it's his hero, the great poet Virgil, that a beautiful woman appeared.
And Dante's life is about to come to an end. Beatrice sees this in an agony and pain for him. She gets permission and descends from heaven to seek Virgil.
Io sono fatta da Dio, sua mercé, date che la vostra miseria non mi tange, né fiamma destruggente non m'assa. Ora ho bisogno il tuo fedele di te, e io a te lo raccomando.
Questo è l'arrivo di Virgilio, è un ritrovamento meraviglioso. Dante ritrova il suo maestro.
Sighs, complaints, and deep groans sounded through the stormless air, so that it made me weep at first. I heard many tongues, a terrible cry, words of sadness, accents of anger, voices deep and hoarse, and that eternal, stained air.
The 9 circles of hell. First circle, limbo. Second circle, the lustful. Third circle, the gluttons. Fourth circle, the avaricious. Fifth circle, the wrathful. Sixth circle, the heretics. Seventh circle, the violent. Eighth circle, the fraudulent. Ninth circle, the tree.
The judge of the underworld, Minos, the great beast, stands guard. Wretched souls confess their sins. Minos coils his tail around himself, and the number of coils determines the circle in which the sinner belongs.
O weary souls, come speak with us, if it is permitted.
Love that allows no loved one to be excused from loving seized me so fiercely with desire for him, it still will not leave me, as you can see. Love led us to one death.
Francesca, your torment makes me weep with grief and pity. And I fell down as a dead body falls.
Dante and Virgil continue across, and Dante notices a soul attempting to rise out of the water and clasp onto the side of the boat by laying down his hand. And Dante asks the soul to identify himself, but Dante soon is able to identify the soul himself as being Filippo Argento.
Andano su e vedono 3 spiriti femminili, dai capelli di serpenti. Sono Aletto, Tesifone e Medea, le 3 furie. urlano e si infliggono dolore da soli.
In her rage towards Medusa, turned her into this woman that had snakes for hair. And so when Theseus came to actually fight Medusa, who turned every single man into stone.
So he rides across and he sees this tremendous forest, and it's with these really decrepit looking trees with brown leaves, and it's a very dismal, scary looking place. And when he gets there, he starts to hear these human voices and cries of anguish and whisper.
Non ansiaste sterni né sinfoni, quelle fiere selvagge in odio hanno, tracecina e cornetto i fuochi corti, clivi le brutte arpie l'ornidi fanno, che cacciar delle strofa dei troiani con tristo annunzio di futuro danno. Avi hanno ate e colli e risi umani, piene con artigli e tenuto il gran ventre, fanno lamenti sugli alberi strani.
So Dante and Virgil are trucking along and they get to the 8th circle of hell, and they come to this region where there are these deep ditches or trenches in the earth. And he looks down and he sees in these horrible places that there's crowds and crowds of sinners that are shuffling along. One group of them is going one way, the other group's going the other way. And they're being whipped along by these awful devils with big horns, 10 feet tall and fierce, and they're whipping them with big whips.
Darkness. So the two poets hurry along the bridge to where the 8th bank ends and peer into the 7th chasm, only to find the vilest reptiles Dante has ever laid eyes on. Sinners run naked with their hands bound by serpents that ride themselves through their loins. Strikes a man standing on the bank near the neck, and the man bursts into flames.
This part of hell as being the source of discord and scandal in the church, in politics, in between kinsmen, and the sinners are forced to walk the circle. And at the beginning of the circle, they are met by a devil who cuts them viciously with a sword in accordance to their sins, and they are then forced to walk the circle, and as they walk their sins heal. But then Dante explains that by the time they get back to the beginning again, the devil cuts them again, and so on and on and on. So they constantly pay for their sins as they walk the circle.
He deserves to be beheaded, and as all of the people in the Towers of Discord, in the 9th chasm, they seem to have parts of their body dismembered from there.
This circle is guarded by classical and biblical giants, who are standing around the 9th circle of hell and are visible from the waist up.
As the poets approach the 9th circle of hell, Dante believes he is seeing immense towers in the distance. However, Virgil tells Dante that his eyes are deceiving him. What he is really seeing are giants. Giants that are plugged up to their waist on the edge around the 9th circle. As they approach more closely, Dante can now see the giants clearly.
In Antenora, the second zone reserved for those who betray their country or their kin. Here the victims are all frozen up to their neck in the frozen lakes of hell, forever encased in ice, never to feel their own tears of pain.
Dante sees one who keeps biting on another's head. He is Count Ugolino, who is gnawing the Archbishop's Ruggeri's head.
They encounter Count Ugolino, who says he kicks the head of a man frozen in ice, who turns at him and says, "Who are you?" That kicks one, for if you kick me this way in life, it would be an insult. And Dante says, "Who are you that request this of me?" Dante pulls him by the back of his head. "Reveal to me who you are, I will pull your hair out."
In the distance, they see a shrouded figure in the fog. As they make their way toward it, beneath them, they notice sinners, totally encased in the ice, some of them several feet deep, contorted, twisted in various positions. They make their way closer to the shrouded figure, and when they get there, they notice it's Lucifer, emerging from a frozen lake. And they see he has 3 heads. Virgil says to Dante, "We've seen all of hell. It's time for us to leave."
Dante's vision of this
is sort of a perversion of the Trinity. Lucifer is a three-headed creature. The Trinity is three entities in one God. So, in his own way, he was projecting Lucifer was the antithesis of God.
He puts Dante on his back and climbs down the body of Lucifer, holding on to the frozen tufts of hair. They climb lower and lower, and then, once they reach his waist, they make a turn. Virgil slowly turns himself around and begins climbing back upward.
So they continue to traverse across this long path, and Dante says that it's so deep, the cavern is so deep and far away, that he couldn't tell how far it was unless you dropped a stone and waited to consider how long it took to hear it hit the ground.